The skies above the capital planet of Lytheria shimmered with a pale golden hue as the alien king surveyed his sprawling kingdom from the balcony of his palace. His mind, always calculating, had been troubled by the condition of his youngest daughter, Lyra. Unlike her elder siblings, she was small, frail, and constantly plagued by weakness. While her sisters thrived in combat training and diplomatic affairs, Lyra struggled to lift a sword or endure the rigorous sessions imposed by their instructors. The court advisors often whispered about her delicacy, questioning whether she could ever serve her house as a warrior or a leader. But the king, wise and thoughtful, knew that strength could manifest in unexpected ways. He had seen potential in his daughter's sharp intellect and keen observation, qualities that could be molded into something far greater than brute force in a rare gathering in the palace council chamber. The king spoke with a calm authority. "I will gift Lyra someone from beyond our stars," he announced, his deep voice echoing against the polished walls. "A human, a species often underestimated, but capable of astonishing adaptability and resilience. With this companion, she may find her path to true strength." Murmurs of surprise spread among the courtiers. Humans were considered fragile by most alien civilizations, lacking the genetic enhancements and rigorous training common to Lytherians. Many expected the gift to be a simple curiosity or a token of novelty. None anticipated the transformation that would follow. A few weeks later, a transport ship descended upon the palace, carrying the human the king had selected. His name was Rian, a soldier from Earth, trained in various martial disciplines, tactical strategies, and survival techniques. Unlike many humans, Rian had a calm confidence and an instinct for leadership that set him apart. When Lyra first met Rian, she was overwhelmed. His presence was solid and reassuring, and yet it seemed foreign to her eyes. Her father watched silently as she fumbled through introductions, her small hands twisting at the hem of her tunic. "Do not fear him, my daughter," the king said gently. "He is not a weapon, but a teacher. Learn from him, and you may discover strength you did not know you possessed." Rian inclined his head respectfully. "I am here to help you, Lyra. We will start slowly, and you will set the pace." The initial days were difficult. Lyra struggled to even keep her balance during basic drills, and Rian quickly realized that patience would be their first battle. He guided her through exercises designed not for immediate power, but for endurance, coordination, and mental focus. Every session was tailored to her frailty, gradually pushing her boundaries without overwhelming her. Yet it was not just physical training that shaped her. Rian shared stories of human perseverance, of soldiers surviving impossible odds, of people thriving against adversity despite lacking enhancements or genetic advantages. Lyra listened, fascinated, her mind absorbing each account. She began to see strength as something more than muscle. It was strategy, courage, and determination. As months passed, Lyra's body began to respond. Her frailty diminished as her muscles strengthened and her reflexes sharpened. But the true change was deeper. Her confidence grew, her mind honed in combat planning, her instincts attuned to the ebb and flow of battle. One day, during a sparring session in the palace courtyard, Lyra moved with a grace and decisiveness that startled even Rian. "You see?" he said quietly. "Strength is not just about size or power. It is about control, precision, and understanding the battlefield." The courtyard echoed with the clash of their blades, each strike a testament to her progress. Courtiers gathered, murmuring in astonishment at the transformation. Lyra, once considered weak and fragile, now moved with purpose, her attacks swift and calculated. But the ultimate test of her abilities came sooner than expected. Reports arrived of a hostile faction from a neighboring star system encroaching on Lytherian territory. Their forces were skilled and numerous, and the royal guards were stretched thin. The king, recognizing an opportunity to solidify his daughter's training, allowed Lyra to join the defense effort, With Rian at her side, the battlefield was chaotic. Energy beams streaked across the sky, and alien combatants clashed with human-like resolve. Lyra's heart pounded, yet she felt no fear, only a focused clarity that had developed under Rian's guidance. Using techniques he had taught her, she navigated the battlefield with precision. She anticipated enemy movements, coordinated counterattacks, and exploited weaknesses in the opposing forces' formations. Each victory, each maneuver, reinforced her confidence and skill. Rian watched from a distance, pride swelling within him. "She has surpassed even my expectations," he murmured. "She fights not because she is forced to, but because she has become the master of her own strength." By the end of the skirmish, Lyra's side had emerged victorious. Her strategic insight and newly developed combat abilities had turned the tide, saving countless lives. Word of her prowess spread quickly through Lytheria, and even rival factions took note. Returning to the palace, Lyra was greeted with admiration and respect. Her sisters looked at her with a mixture of pride and awe, acknowledging the remarkable change that had taken place. The courtiers, once doubtful, now bowed in deference to her skill. The king approached his daughter, his expression warm and approving. "You have become a true warrior, Lyra, not because you were given strength, but because you earned it through perseverance and wisdom." Lyra smiled, gratitude shining in her eyes. "I could not have done it without Rian," she said, glancing at him. "He taught me more than fighting. He taught me what it means to believe in myself." Rian nodded humbly. "The strength was always within you. I only helped you find it." From that day forward, Lyra became a symbol of hope and resilience across Lytheria. She trained alongside other warriors, her methods integrating human adaptability with Lytherian skill. Her presence on the battlefield inspired both fear and admiration, proving that true strength was not defined by genetics or size, but by heart, mind, and determination. Years later, when Lyra took command of her own battalion, she often reflected on the journey that had brought her here. She remembered the frailty she had once felt, the doubts that had plagued her, and the patience of the human who had guided her. Every victory, every lesson learned, was a testament to the unlikely bond between alien princess and human soldier. The king, watching his daughter lead with unmatched skill and wisdom, knew that his decision had been the right one. He had gifted her a human, not to replace her weaknesses, but to awaken the strengths she had yet to discover. In doing so, he had not only transformed his daughter, but had strengthened the very fabric of his kingdom. Lyra's legend grew, not as a tale of inherited power or royal privilege, but as a story of determination, guidance, and the extraordinary potential that lay within those who refused to be limited by circumstance, even in the quiet moments. When she trained alone under the golden skies of Lytheria, she felt the enduring presence of her human companion's teachings. Every movement was precise, every decision deliberate. She had become the strongest warrior, not by birthright, but through the choice to embrace her limits and transcend them. And so, in the annals of Lytherian history, Lyra's name was remembered not only as a princess, but as a symbol of hope and inspiration. She was proof that the meeting of two worlds, alien and human, could create a force unlike any other. The frail daughter of a king had become a legend. And it all began with a single gift, a human who saw her potential when no one else did. The skies over Lytheria shone bright, reflecting the promise of a future shaped by courage, wisdom, and the unyielding spirit of those willing to rise beyond expectation.